A practice that I have is to try and regularly post something positive on social media. It's a quote or a thought or something like that. I find that when I begin my day with something positive, it's a vast difference from when I get caught up in something negative or drama that's going on. And there was a quote that I ran across that said, "A bird sitting in a tree is not worried about the limb breaking, for she trusts in her own wings. Believe in yourself." That quote came into play for me. I was invited to be a presenter for a volunteer managers conference. I was nervous about it because this was a new group for me and I'd never presented to them before. I can remember spending time trying to get my presentation together. As a matter of fact, I was back up at 2 a.m. the night before, still trying to get things together, get the right slide, add more information and all of that. And finally, the truth of that quote hit me. It was not about the slides nor the information, but it was about me believing in myself. And in that moment of how I talk about the divine presence being available to us, within inside, I felt the divine presence fully there. So I went to bed and I was fine. Sure enough, I'm glad I was in that mode because the next day, when I got to the conference site, I discovered that the technology wasn't working properly. There were some other things that I was counting on that weren't in place, but it didn't matter. I was ready. I was trusting in my own wings. And I did my presentation, and people were coming up to me afterwards and they were telling me how you really know our jobs. It's just like you were there, and it felt great. They were giving me so many compliments. I discovered that by that time, it was not about a quote, just posting a quote, but it was about living the quote. It was about the divine presence in me being available and me trusting in my own wings. And as I did so, it made all the difference. What truth are you being called to live today?